Welcome everybody to another Big Brain Puzzles. I am MBW, the Megabit Warrior, and today we're going to be playing another Big Brain puzzle called question mark by Molly Boodey. I think that's how you pronounce it, Boodey. Yeah, so we're going to be playing this puzzle. It doesn't seem, at least from what it's showing, I always get in a realm of picking hard puzzles for me, at least. But I think this might be a puzzle that anybody can kind of pick up. So I'm going to kind of go through the rules. And again, this puzzle is in the description if you want to play along. So let's go ahead and go through the rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply, which means that every row, every column, and every grid, 3x3 grid, has the digits 1 through 9, and they cannot repeat at all. Digits in cells separated by a black dot, so like right here, are a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning if this is 3, that means the next to it has to be 6. Not all dots on the puzzle are necessarily given. Cages. The sum of the digits inside each cage is equal to a small number that's on the top left corner. Looks like this is the only one here. Okay. So basically this has to equal 7, the sum of this. Thermometers. Digits on thermometers increase from the bulb. So right here, looks like this is the only thermometer. This bulb right here is the lowest number in the thermometer. So as it goes up to the top, it gets higher in number. So if this was a 7, this would be 8, and this would be 9. German whispers, which is the green line. This is the one that has multiple of these. The German whispers along the green line differ from at least 5 on the neighboring. So say, for example, if this was a 6, that means it has to be at least 5, but obviously it can't go to 11 because it's be 1 through 9. So the only digit that this could be is a 1, basically. So it has to keep on going at least by 5. Arrows. The sum of the digits along a arrow is equal to the digit that's connected to that circle. So this circle right here has this line right here that's showing that these 3 digits equal the sum of this one right here. And then the quadruple circle, a digit inside a white circle appears in at least one of the 4 surrounding cells. So I never seen one that doesn't have all 4 of the numbers. But what it means is basically in this, since the circle is seeing all this on its edge, that means there's at least 1 4 in here, and there's at least 2 7s in this box right here. So that's the rules, and I think that's it. But basically, it's like, as you can see, it's like 4 question marks, and they're like kind of like spreading around. So actually, this puzzle should have been called question mark, because there's 4 of them. Haha! Anyways, in the description, you could click the link to play alongside if you want to pause this video and play yourself. I'm going to go ahead and try this for the first time and see if I can solve the puzzle, and hopefully it goes very well, and hopefully it doesn't take 2 hours. So let's go ahead and get the timer, and let's go ahead and start. So first place I want to start is here. And it's only because like this rule set is actually on the German whisper, which is kind of cool. Because the German whisper rule, like I was saying, was any neighboring has to be the difference with at least 5. This being the sum of 7, that's already kind of shortening like what these numbers can be. So say, for example, so we know that 1 plus 6 would equal 7, right? So I'm just going to put here just to show you. If it's a 1, obviously that works really well with these digits right here, because it would be like, oh yeah, this could be a 6, right? And because that could be a 6, like over here, it would have to be, I guess I should say it like this. If it's a well, like a 1, it could be a 6, 7, 8, or 9. So same thing right here, 6, 7, 8, or 9. However, since it has to equal 7, that's the reason why I said 6. Sorry, I was jumping ahead without me explaining that. So because this is the case, what would this be? This would be a 1 as well. That works because it's not in the same grid. That's kind of cool, right? But it can't work the opposite way. So say, for example, if this was 6, this cannot be 1. I mean, or it would be 1 because it would be 7. But then this one can't be 1 because then there would be a 1 in the same grid. And normal Sudoku rules, you can't do that. So this could never be the 6 right here. So the only possibility for a 1 plus 6 to be on here is that if this was the realm, right? So what else can equal from here? So 2 plus 5, right, would be the next one. Well, 2 plus 5 is only a difference between 3 between those two digits, because that would be just 3, 4, 5, right? So that can't be in here. Same thing as 3 plus 4, which would be the other sum to get to 7. That only has a difference of 1, but we know it has to be a difference of 5. So this is the only possibility that this can be. So I'm going to go ahead and put those numbers in. Good to know. Good to know. And I'm just going to kind of label this really quick since I have this Sudoku-wise. It can't be on the end of a bold because, again, this has to be the lowest. So we know that the 1 has to be at least in one of these two digits. So I just want to label that really quick. I'll go ahead and make note of what these can be. Right? Because again, it has to be at least of a difference between 5, and because 6 is already in this grid, 6 cannot be in any of those right there. However, if this is the digits right here, what can this digit be? Well, it can be like 9, since 9 is the largest one that it can be. From 5, that means this can be a 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? I'm going to tell you right now that it can't be a 3 because if we were to do the 1 to 2 ratio with this dot right here, that means the 6 would have to go here. But the 6 is already seeing this, so this can never be a 3. So we know that this has to be a double of one of these digits, which is going to be a 1, 2, 4, and 8, because 4 times 2 is 8. I think that might be the only thing that we could do now. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'll move on. Let's see if we can find anything else. The digits here, let's see this. So what is the lowest number that this can be? Well, since this is on the same line, I'm just going to kind of label it. I'll erase it in a second, but 1, 2 would be the lowest that this can be, right? So 3. But because this crosses to another line... Oh, wait, never mind. Scratch what I just said. I was just looking at the sum of it, and I was like, oh, it could be 1, 2, 1. But wait, it's on the German whisper line, so that means it has to have at least a difference between 5, right? So if this was a, let's just say 1 or 2, what would this digit have to be? It would have to be a 6, 7, 8, or 9, right? I'm going to tell you right now that's not going to be a 9 because this digit, like it would have to be 0 plus 8, but it has to be digits 1 through 9, right? So it definitely can't be ever a 9. My cat in the background is just jumping on the printer for no reason. If we were to have an 8, that means this could be a 1, but then we can't have another one because then that would make that 10, so that can never be an 8. So 7 and 1 and 1, that actually equals 9, so that is actually possible, right? If it's a 6, and then this is a 1, then this would have to be a 1 as well, so that means that this is an 8. Let me try to do that again really quick. So like if this is 6, that means it's required that this is a 1 because it has to be a difference of at least 5. But if this is a 7, it has to be at least a difference of 1. And so the only possibility is that this could be a 9. Okay. And this being a 1 means that this can't be a 6 because we can't have two 6s at the same realm. So this would have to be there. And again, that can't be, well, that's only if this was a 1, but now I don't know if it could be a 1, so this could be any of those digits. All right, well, all right, where else do I want to go? I'm surprised that I haven't solved this one yet. We'll get back over there in a moment. So we know what we at least have to have 7 twice, right? So that means 7s are either going to be here or they're going to be here. I don't know if that really gives us much to go on, though. Either way, that means 7 would at least need to be here in this row because we're taking, that's going to be here, right? Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Maybe let's try what the minimum is on here. So if the minimum here is a 2, because obviously this would have to be a 1, that means the minimum here would have to be at least a 3. If this is a 3, then this would minimum have to be 8 or a 9. Which means I could possibly have a 4 here, right? Because it would at least have to be a difference of 5. So that means this does stay low. Like it stays relatively low right here, which is good to know. Okay, yeah. So since this is low, I was thinking like, can this go higher? Like, can this go past, because you can't have a 5 on here because that would be 0 and 10 if it's a difference of 5, right? On the run band. But can this be like a 6? No, because the difference of 5 and this has to go higher. So this has to stay low. So for sure, the only numbers that can be here is 3 and 4. So I'll go ahead and get rid of that 7 right there. What that does mean, though, is back and forth, this is a high number and this is a low number and this is a high number. So since this is a high number, and I'll just kind of label this really quick just so that I can make sure that we know that these are high numbers. And I'll clean it up in a little bit. I just want to show that this is going to be always high, always low. But what that does mean is that this is our 1, because this has to be a high number right here. All right, and since that can't be a 1, that means the 1 can't be here, meaning this can never be a 6. So now we have that 7, 8, 9. I noticed that there's a whole bunch of 7, 8, 9s appearing everywhere, which is really good to know. This 6 cannot be there because, again, can't be 1 right there. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe the 7, 8, 9s are going to be crucial to this. Like right here, for example, this 7, 8, 9 is now a triple on this row, meaning that these digits right here are going to be the digits, since we have 1s already labeled, it's going to be the digits 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I want to label that just because most likely that's going to be relevant in the near future, most likely. Okay. Maybe ones are something. So if one is here, that means the one has to be somewhere here. Didn't give us as much as I thought it was going to do, which is fine. Okay. What about... I was going to say, can I talk about ones or anything? I still don't see anything here. I'm getting a message over here. I might have to pause this just to take a phone call really quick. I have my text on my other screen, and I'm probably have to take a second. But let me finish my thought, and then I'll do that. These can never be 4. Yeah. These can never be 4 because then it would have to be a 9 next to it. And since these are all in the same grid, that never works, right? Trying to undo that. Perfect. I think the same thing with here, right? Yeah, 9s. It can't be a 4 because then these would both have to be 9. So since that can't be a 4, now... Yeah, no, that works. That's perfect. Cool. Okay. All right. I'm going to pause it really quick. You're not going to notice anything. It's just going to go poo poo. But I just need to take a phone call really quick. Okay. I am back. I think I want to say it said 13 when I pressed pause. So like that took a half an hour. Let's see if I can get back into the mindset of playing this puzzle. My apologies. Oh wait, I still have the headphones on from the call. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? My cursor blue thing is over here, so I know I put the ones right there. Well, actually, let's play a little game. If this was 6, that means both of these would have to be 1, right? Actually, no. This could be a 2, and then this would have to be a 1. But at least one of them has to be a 1. And if this was a 7, then for sure this would have to be 1s. So either way, if this is a 1 or this is a 1, or if they're both 1, this can never be a 1. So 1 has to go here, meaning 1 has to go here. Too bad that it didn't like solve that. Like if this was like a number, like this would have definitely been, oh, so this has to be 1. Okay, so 1 definitely has to go there. Like I feels weird that this is the only one that I haven't done. But again, I don't know if like which direction the 7s would go. Whichever one it goes, that means it's going to be like high, low, or low, high, low, high. So I think that's going to be key in this. maybe I was gonna say, can this ever be a 6? But answer is no, because then these both would have to be 1. This can't be 6 because then this would have to be 1, and the 1 seeing that. In other words, 6 has to go here somewhere. That didn't quite help us. It just means 6 is going to be here. Yeah, it doesn't help us at all. Okay. 6. Oh, wait a minute. I never said where 6 can go on here. 6 has to go here. It has to. Because, again, it can't be anywhere here. So it has to go here. I labeled these, but I forgot to even put the 6 labeled here. So, in other words, it can't go here because of the 6. Can't go there, and it can't go there because of what we had said. I forgot to pencil mark that this can be a 6. It's the only place it can be. Meaning the 6 has to go here because of Sudoku. And phooey. That's all that I got from it. Dang. All right. So we got a 2-3 double here. Only thing I'm going to label is that these are the 2 areas where a 2 and a 3 can be. Oh, wait. Here it is. I was like thinking like, man, I can't believe we haven't been able to do anything here. I said that a 7 has to be in this here or this right here because there's 2 of them, right? Well, that means that there can't be any more 7s in this column, but it also means that there can't be any 7s in this row. For some reason, I was like, I don't see any 7s or anything, but no, we do see a 7. It's right here. So that means that this can never be a 7. This has to be a 6. And since that's a 6, now we can finally label that that's a 1. And so 1 plus 6 plus 1 is an 8. So that is our 8. That means that's our 9 right here. And we can kind of just unlabel some things to clean some things up really quick. Look at that. We got our 1 in there. Ha ha ha. That means there has to be a 2 here. All right. And because we have the 8 and 9 in this realm, now we have the 7. And we do not yet know. Oh, wait, it can't be a 3 because 7, right? So this has to be a 2. This checks out. Again, can't be a 7 because that's only 4 away. And that works. Oh, wait, this has to be a 7. So that means this can't be a 3. So that's our 2. Get rid of all those pencil marks. And then this is a 7 because it's Sudoku. And because of Sudoku again, 7 over here. Beautiful. Because this has to be 5 away, this can never be a 4. This does check out, so it could be either one of these right there. And that still checks out that it could be either one of those right there, so that's fine. Sudoku shows that this is there right there. And no, mosquito. Oh, I got it. I got the mosquito. Heck yeah. All right. 8 would have to go right here somewhere. 7. Just seeing if Sudoku's making anything, and it did. Excelente. And we almost got this whole thing right here. That's beautiful. But excelente, like I was saying. That'd be a 9 down here. All right. I'm just going to label all these. So this is a 4, 3, 5 pair, or triple, I mean. Yeah, okay. This has to be a 3, 4, or 5. I don't know if I want to label the 4 and the 5 all right here too. It seems like it's a little redundant. So I'm not going to. Haha, I'm not going to. You can't make me. All right, I'm going to put a 1 down here. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, so 5 away. Yeah, that works out. 5 away, that works out. I guess, do I need to move on to the others? So down here, there's going to be a 2. Let me see, 6 can't be here. It's so ugly putting all those there. I don't know if I want to label all those. Let's not. To me, it's like too much. Like it's like, oh, there's too much going on right there. Okay. So 2 is going up there. Yeah, I feel like we have to move on to this green. Okay, let's start at the green then. This can't be a 6 anymore because of that 1. So no 6. I wonder if there's going to have to be a place like maybe like here to say like what digits can it be? And because this is a 2, a 1 and a 2, like that means if it's a low number, it would have to be a 3 or 4, right? Meaning this would have to be at least 8 or 9, and then this would have to be 8 or 9. Same thing. Yeah. Okay. But if it went the opposite way, I have the 6 and 7 right here. So this could be an 8 or a 9. And if that's an 8 or a 9, it literally could be like almost everything. Dang it. Ugh. That was ugly. I guess what that does mean, though, is that, like, does that mean it can never be a 7? So, like, again, this is not a 1 or a 2, so it's a 3 or 4. But this can't be a 7 because 3 to 7 is only 4 away, so that means this can't be a 7, which means the 7s have to go here. Again, we have to have a 4 somewhere here. Just don't know if the 4 is gonna go here. We don't know that quite yet, but at least we are one step forward. One step forward. All right, so we know that 7 can go here. If 7 goes here, it means the 1 and 2 have to go here, right? I can already say that's not going to work because the 2 is seen there. So that means the 2 would have to be here, but then that means the 1 has to go here. But the 1 is seeing that right there. So this can never be a 7, meaning this is the only place a 7 can go. And now we know where the 6 is. And so 6 is going to go somewhere here. I don't think we can do anything more with 6, so let's move on. 7, the only area I haven't labeled 7 in is here. Yeah, so we're good with 7s. Because we said a 1 was right there, the 1 is going to be here. And that's good. Now we know where the high lows happen. There we go. Now we know exactly what's going on. This is going to be low. This is going to be high. This is going to be low. And then this is going to be high. Meaning this is our 4. Meaning that's our 2. 6 is right there. 6 is right there. That means this is our 6. 1 is going to be down here. Go ahead and get rid of some of the ugly pencil marks. That checks out. Okay, cool. All right, so since I put 4 there, does that say anything? Not quite yet. I don't think I want to label it too much. Okay, let's move on. So what can this be? If it has to be a high number, it can't be a 6 or a 7 because it's in the grid. So this has to be an 8 or a 9, but the 9 sees this. So this is indeed our 8. And so this would have to be another high number, or sorry, low number. But it can't be a 4 because that's only 4 away. So it has to be a 3 because again, the 1, 2 see this, and it can't be a 4 because it's too close. So that means this is a 3. Sudoku. All right, that 3 designates this to be a 4, which makes this a 9 on both instances. That makes that a 9 in both instances. This 4, 7 makes sure that this does not have a 4 up here. Make sure that the 4 is here. So no 4 here. That means our 4 is here. That means our 8 is right there. All right. Ow. I freaking hit my pinky toe. Ow. Okay. All right. 1 is, or sorry, 2 is seeing all this and this. That means this is our 2 right here. Bloop. Bloop. I don't know why I was doing that. Bloop. Bloop. 5, 3, 5, 3, 3. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spots. Lights, losing my religion. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Trying to keep an eye on you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. I set it up. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try, but that was just a dream. A try. Why? All right, so now we're basically just doing normal Sudoku, kind of like just filling everything in. I believe we're headed towards the end of the puzzler. So I'll just start doing my review now. I like this puzzle. This was actually a pretty like an easy puzzle to pick up, even though it has different rule sets on here. So it's kind of like a cool puzzle to kind of test your wits on like these different rule sets and see if you can like recall them and stuff like that. 4, 5. I do like the way that they kind of overlapped with each other. Like especially this one, like this one right here to get to the 6 right there. Like that was pretty clever. I really enjoyed that one. Okay, so right there, 4, 4, 5, making this a 5. 2, 9. What are we missing? 8, I think. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sorry, 9 goes here. 8 goes here. 6 goes here. Yeah, and everything's just flowing. Missed it. Everything's just flowing pretty well. Finally got that last one. My goodness. Took forever. All right. 8. It took 1 hour and 4 minutes. I'm just kidding. I know that that didn't take as long as it says on there. Again, I took a phone call in the middle of it. It took a half an hour or so. So yeah, that took about like a half an hour to do. That was not bad. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that puzzle. Again, I wanted to do one that was like less of that didn't take me 2 hours, so I'm actually glad that this one did not. And hopefully it's for you guys that are newer to the Sudoku variant puzzles. Hopefully it was a puzzle that was easy to pick up and stuff like that. Because I'm going to go back and forth between like one of the more difficult ones. I usually don't tend to do like the expert ones because again, that would probably take me 5 hours. But like I usually go like to like hard. I just don't do like expert. So you'll see like a wide variety on this channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy the simpler ones. And hopefully you played along. And if you did, leave a comment and see, tell me how you did and how you enjoyed Molly's puzzle. Because I thought it was really good. I liked the question marks and like the no digits given, but I liked that, like it was like, oh, you know what? Question marks have dots in it, so let's put like the different types of dot rules at the end of all of those sections right there. I thought that was pretty clever in the way that she said it. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please like if you like this big brain puzzle. Again, every other Sunday I will post a regular video. In between I may post other videos, but again, every other Sunday I will post a video. So take a watch, take a look, take a gander. And I will see you guys next time for another big brain puzzles. Later.